Hello, welcome to Celtic Crossroads from KILT Studios. I'm your presenter, Kenton Adler, Director of Advancement for Scottish Heritage at Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. Join me now as we explore an hour of music and story from all corners of the Celtic world. Our show is made possible in part by the Campbell Collection, a generous gift from the estate of the Duke of Earl, the late Robert Louis Campbell of Earl, Arkansas. The collection consists of music and literature now housed in the archives of the Lyon College Mabie Simpson Library, and by the Lyon College Scottish Heritage Program.
'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did guile and gimble in the way. On mimsy were the borogoves and the mormraths out grey. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the juju bird and shun the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal blade in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree and stood a while in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes aflame come whiffling through the tulgey wood and marbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, through and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock, come to my arms, my beamish boy. What rapturous day, Callooh-Callay, he chortled in his joy. And the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the way. On mimsy were the borogoves and the mormraths out grey.
We opened this program with The She from Continuum and Lady Grey. Then we heard from Knacker's Yard and Songs of the Sea with the Black Velvet Band. After that was Anderson and Brown from the album Crimson and the Jabberwock. And we just heard the House Band from their album October Song with Donald McLennan's tuning phrase and the Zachanthos Jig. I'm Kenton Adler, you're listening to Celtic Crossroads, and now we're going to hear from Keela, the album Handel's Fantasy, with Tiggy's Giggles.
see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see a bad time today. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes a blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of wreckage and ruin. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you have got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye you've taken for an eye. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see a bad time today. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Oh, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
You're listening to Celtic Crossroads, coming to you from Kilt Studios on the campus of Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. We just heard from the 78th Fraser Highlanders Pipe Band from their groundbreaking album Live in Concert in Ireland, with a set of 6/8s that started with Ishbel T. MacDonald, followed by Cameron McFadgen and Fairview Cottage. Before that was the Battlefield Band from On the Rise, with their cover of Bad Moon Rising, the classic Creedence Clearwater tune, and The Rising Moon Reel. Before that we heard Ossian from Seal Song, with The Sound of Slate, Andoin at the Bow, and The Old Reel, and we started off this portion of the program with Keela from Handel's Fantasy and Tiggy's Giggles, and now we're going to hear a bit of verse. I sit beside the fire and think, by J.R.R. Tolkien. I sit beside the fire and think of all that I have seen, of meadow flowers and butterflies in summers that have been, of yellow leaves and gossamer in autumns that there were, with morning mist and silver sun and wind upon my hair. I sit beside the fire and think of how the world will be when winter comes without a spring that I shall ever see. For still there are so many things that I have never seen. In every wood, in every spring there is a different green. I sit beside the fire and think of people long ago, and people that will see a world that I shall never know. But all the while I sit and think of times there were before. I listen for returning feet and voices at the door.
in your way. I'd always hoped you'd be here to stay. So teary-eyed, you drink another glass of wine, 'cause you've been missing something for a very long time. There was a time I meant everything to you, but if it's lost me, there's nothing I can do. I apologize for all the things I've done. I guess it doesn't matter much in the long run. I'd like to give you all the love that you need. Please believe me, babe, I don't want you to leave. If there's a chance to be happy again, we'll have to grab it just as fast as we can. Dig it. Believe me, darling, I won't stand in your way. I'd always hoped you'd be here to stay. So teary-eyed, you drink another glass of wine, 'cause you've been missing something for a very long time. There was a time I meant everything to you, but if it's lost, babe, there's nothing I can do. I've apologized for all the things I've done. I guess it doesn't matter much in the long run. I'd like to give you all the love that you need. Please believe me, babe, I don't want you to leave. If there's a chance to be happy again, we'll have to grab it just as fast as we can. You know what, darling? You just keep on walking out that door. You just leave me the key to the truck, my dog. We'll call it even. Your mama, she never liked me no way. And your sister, well, there was that one time. Oh, I'm not gonna stand in your way, sweetie. Just keep right on walking. I will not stand in your way.
I'm Kent Nadler. You're listening to Celtic Crossroads. After the Tolkien poem, we heard Sean Nua from the album The Open Door performing the tunes The Curious Cat and The Open Door. And then from Twa Corbies by Gaberlunga, we heard Margaret's Waltz medley featuring Margaret's Waltz, Duke of Perth, Petronella, and the Lass of Paddy's Mill. Then we heard Bangers and Mash from their album Quicksand Cafe with I Won't Stand in Your Way. And now we're going to have the Scottish Fiddle Orchestra at the Royal Albert Hall with their Irish Fantasia that consists of Lark in the Clear Air, Phil the Fluter's Ball, and the Irish Washerwoman. And that was Michael O'Sullivan with The Wild Geese. You've been listening to Celtic Crossroads. I'm Kent Nadler. I hope you enjoyed the show and that we'll see you back again next week at the Crossroads.